Hello my gorgeous loves out there and welcome. In today's video, I'm going to get into this really exciting palette. This is the Nightshade palette with Gourmande Girls. It is a collaboration with Doodles by the Bunny. So I'm going to do swatches, create some looks, and let you guys know if this is a good palette or not. But before we get into this video, if you're new here, hello, welcome. My name is Bri and I'm just a crazy lover of all things beauty, and I like to post a lot of fun and colorful makeup content. I like to do a lot in indie makeup, so if that is what you're into, then please consider hitting that subscribe button and joining this little family. But with that being said, let's get into this video. Welcome my little beauties. This is my first video filming since I just got back from my trip in Colorado, which I didn't even get a chance to tell you guys about because life was just hectic and crazy. I went on the trip, but I will do a whole get ready with me talking about the trip, sharing about it in a future video. But here we are. We're gonna play with this beautiful Gourmande Girls palette, the Nightshade palette. And like I said, it is a collab with Doodles by the Bunny. I love her work. She does these beautiful illustrations. She's collabed with them before. She did the Spook palette with them, which I thought was amazing as well. And I'm just so happy to see her continuing to grow and get more collaborations. So we're gonna get into this beautiful thing right here. So if you don't know about Gourmande Girls, they are an indie brand. They make beautiful palettes. And they're actually based out of Austin, Texas, which is where I currently live. So I think that's amazing. Maybe one day I'll get to meet the owner of the brand. That would be so amazing. But this palette right here goes for $54.99. And it looks like it's still in stock on their website. So this is just a sleeve, but it matches the actual packaging of the palette. But I love it. It's the same size and shape as the Spook palette that they did together. It has the ingredients info in the back, and then you guys are going to die when you see this color story. So there is a mirror, and then look at these shades. I love the mix of the purples, the greens, and the yellows. It's so fun and pretty and inspiring. This one does have a mix of mattes as well as dual chromes in here. But come on, this is such a gorgeous color story. So pretty. And it looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mattes. And it looks like the rest are like shimmers or like dual chromes. Some look a little bit more sparkly than others. And some look like they're going to be a little bit more smooth. And it's just really pretty. So we are going to see whether this is as good as the Spook palette or maybe even better. We're about to find out. So I'm going to get a little closer. I'm going to do 2 looks with this palette, and then I'll give you guys my thoughts at the end like usual. So I went ahead and primed my eyes already. I used the Kaleidos Tone Activator Eye Primer, and now we're going to get into the palette. I think I want to use the purples, greens, and the yellow in this look. It's going to probably be more of like a Mardi Gras inspired kind of look. But I'm going to start off with a shade called Woody, and I'm going to use that on the outer corner. I just like starting off with the darkest shade. That's just my go-to because I like things to be very dramatic. So I usually like to go in with the darker shade because that's what I want to be the most prominent in the look. I'm going to go into the shade called Belladonna, which is a pastel lavender shade, which is very cool tone. And I'm going to use that on the edge. I'm just using the same brush, the ItsBel Cosmetics E6 brush. Yes, the E6 brush. This is some of my favorite brushes. And I'm just gonna work gently on the edge just to get everything looking a little bit more blended. So now let's get into the shade called Henbane. Is that the word? I'm gonna use that. It's a beautiful green shade. And I'm gonna use that right here in the center part. And I'm gonna bring it a little bit in. This is like my favorite kind of green. This exact color is my favorite to use on my eyes and to wear when it comes to clothes. But I'm just concentrating that there. Now I want to go into this beautiful bittersweet shade, and I'm going to use that in the inner portion here. I'm going to blend it in a little bit into the green. Yellows and greens usually mesh very well with one another. So I'm just going to pack that in there. Mattes are definitely more of a buildable formula in general. Like all the mattes seem to need building, but they build up very nicely. So I'm going to go and use the same mattes and like the same sequence on the lower lash line. and just match everything up. So I'm going to start off with the woody shade on the outer corner, connect it to that deep purple that is on the outer corner. So now I'm going to clean this brush off, and hopefully I got most of the purple off, and I'm going to go into the green and use that in the center. I'm doing like such an easy look. Like I'm just matching everything up as best as possible. And then I'm gonna take that brush I used for the yellow on the top, and I'm gonna pop the yellow right here in the inner portion. I'm gonna go back into this ItsBel brush, and I do want to take a little bit of Black Knight. I feel like I want just a little bit more depth on the outer corner where there's that purple. And I'm gonna bring it down here too. Just for a little bit more. Now I wanna get into the metallics and start off with this beautiful shade called Poisonous. And it's a beautiful purple on the deeper side. It looks like it's going to be very foiled. It's definitely one of those more like flaky textured shimmers that I love. I am going to wet my brush, and we're going to concentrate this on the outer corner, just a little bit over that deep purple on the outer edge here. Not completely, I just want to concentrate it right there. It is beautiful. It is very metallic-y, seems very high shine. I can't tell if this one has a shift to it, but it's really pretty. I'm gonna clean off this flat shader brush, and I'm gonna go into this Hellebore. I think that's how you say that name. This one looks like a beautiful green. And I'm going to spray it as well. This shade looks like it's going to be a little bit more smoother than the Poisonous shade, and I'm gonna keep that at an angle. Yeah, I'm very, very like Mardi Gras-esque right now. I'm just gonna try to get that to diffuse a little bit into the purple metallic. Now I want to go into this shade called Flowering. It is such a bright yellow shade. When I first looked at the palette, I was instantly drawn to this shade because it was so vivid and bright. And it is on the more flaky side. I probably picked up too much. Gonna wet it. This one looks like it has a greeny shift to it. I think it's a yellow to green. Oh, yes, it's so beautiful. I definitely put too much on the brush, but it's okay. I'm gonna put some on this side too and just spread it. Oh yeah, this shade is just so beautiful and shifty, and it's super bright. I'm gonna try to smooth it out. So I kind of packed a lot at once on my lid. I am also going to pop that yellowy metallic in the inner corner too, because it is very bright and it's kind of a neon green color. The shift to it, it's so pretty and so bright and bold. So I'm just gonna put that all in the inner corner. I'll wrap it down here a little bit as well. So should we do a little brow bone highlight with this Enchanter shade? This one is also a dual chrome. Look at that shift. I love iridescent dual chromes. And I just want to pop a little bit on the brow bone. Oh yes, I love that this has like a purpley shift to it, like a lavender color. I think that's it for this look in terms of the shades that I'm going to use. I don't think I'm going to do any additional details with this look. I think it's like really beautiful on its own. So I am going to go and figure out something for the lips, lashes, mascara, all that fun stuff, and then I will be right back to show you guys the completed look. All right, my loves, I am back, and here's the completed first look. It is so colorful and bright and very bold. I love the combination of the purple, the green with that limey yellow in the inner portion. It's just so beautiful, and I felt like I didn't need to add any details or gems or anything extra because this look is speaking for itself. But what I did off camera to complete the look is I decided to go in with a bold, cool tone, purpley lippy. This is from Zoeve. This is one of their pure matte lips in seen hearts. I'm not sure if this color or if they still even sell this product anymore, because I got it a while ago, but I thought it looked so pretty with this eye look. And I decided to top it with this NYX. This is Milky Gloss and Ube Milkshake. Makes a beautiful combo. I just wanted more of a juicy lip effect. And then for my waterline, I decided to stick to the yellow. I went in with the LA Girl Shockwave liner and Screamin' just to really tie in with that yellow inner portion. And then I did use a little bit of the Milani Mile High mascara for my lashes, and then I went over with the chocolate candy bar lashes from Glamlite that are no longer available, and I used the Kiss Lash Glue liner to stick them on and create the wing, and I tight lined a little bit with this trusty pencil, but that's all I did off camera to finish this look, and I am absolutely in love with this. Ooh, I feel kind of like I'm giving Halloween too with this, and nighttime, and matching the whole Nightshade theme. Really, really love this. So I am now ready to take you guys to look number 2. Let's start getting into this look. So I'm gonna start off with this gray shade right here. This look is probably gonna be, you know, a lot more smoky. So I'm gonna use that through the crease. I did prime my eyes again with the Kaleidos Tone Activator Primer. Whoa, okay, that's a lot darker than I thought it was going to be. Okay, yeah, it's gonna be real smoky and gray. So I kind of pulled that gray shade out a little bit and kind of pulled it out at an angle. But now I'm gonna go into Belladonna, this pastel lavender shade, and I'm gonna use that as my blendy shade for the edges here, just to get, you know, a good amount of diffusion, get everything looking nice on the lids. You know, we don't want any harsh lines, we don't want any patchiness. Now I'm going to go into a little blendy brush. This is the ItsBel E6 brush. And I want to take some of this Black Nightshade on the outer corner to smoke things up and add some depth. This is a really nice matte black. It has great pigmentation, and I just think it's good. It's not overly pigmented, where it's like kind of scary to use. It's just the right amount of pigmentation. I love it. I think I want to take some of this woody shade on the lower lash line, get some purple down there. I just really like that shade a lot, so I'm going to stamp that on the lower lash line. I just wanted to do something different down here. I mean, look at that pigmentation. It's excellent. I'm going to meet it up on the outer corner so you can see what I'm doing. And do the same thing on here. I'll probably take some of the matte black on the outer corner of this lower lash line as well, just to get it to match up with the top. So I'm going to go into Black Night and just stamp some over that edge right there. So now I want to go into the metallics now. My most favorite part when I use a palette is the metallics. They make me so happy. So let me get a flat shader brush. I think this is pretty clean. And I really want to go into Night Fury, this really dark grayish, but kind of purpley metallic. It looks absolutely stunning. There's like a hint of purple to it. At least it looks like there is. And it is one of those flaky ones that are just going to be so beautiful and high shine on the lids. And I want to use that. Oh yeah, see, there's a purpleness to it. It's like a dark gray purple metallic, and it's absolutely stunning. I love using these kind of shades like all over the lid. So part of me is curious to see how pigmented Belladonna would be if you just pack that on the lid. So I'm gonna do that just because I want to know if this would show up really well. So I'm just gonna stamp it there. Oh yeah, that is a pigmented lavender pastel. You know how I feel about a pigmented pastel in the inner portion or in the inner corner. So I'm just gonna really pack that on as the brightening shade. I feel like against this metallic, it's coming off almost more as a gray. So I do want to play with some of these lighter, like lavender metallics. So I'm thinking maybe I can go back into that flat shader brush I was using. I'll clean it off a little bit. And I'm gonna go into, I guess, Dream Shade, this one right here. And I want to use that as more of a transition between that darker metallic and the light matte right there. Yeah, I think it will help it just have a better transition between those two shades. And wow, that adds a lot of brightness. And it's funny because against this shade, this is also looking way more silvery than it is looking lavender. That's really interesting. I do want to go into this Hypnotic shade. This one has like a lavender to a pink shift. I want to use that in the inner corner for the pop and see how that looks. It looks like it has a very strong pink shift to it. So I'm curious. So I'm just going to spray it a bit. And I'm gonna pop it right there in the inner corner. Oh yeah, it's very strong on that pink shift. This is definitely a smoother formula than like the metallics that are on the lid, but makes a amazing inner corner highlight. I'm gonna bring some down here over the purple. Just add some brightness down there. And last but not least, we might as well go back into this shade called Enchanter and use that as a brow bone highlight again. Because it's so beautiful. This one has that lavender bluey shift to it. So that is it for the shadows that I'm going to use on my eyes. I'm going to go off camera, finish off the look, lashes, liner, you know, all that good stuff. I may or may not add some details, but I will be right back to show you guys the completed look. All right, loves, I am back and here is the completed second look. What do you guys think of this smoky dream? I love the pop of purple on the lower lash line. It just came out so beautiful. Now, it does not match my top or my earrings at all. I feel very tropical down here and very like Halloween nighttime up here, but it's okay. The look is beautiful. I could care less whether it matches my outfit or not. And I almost went in with a black lippy because it just felt like it was gonna pair so nicely, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna wait till Halloween and fall to pull out my black lippy, even though you can wear a black lipstick any time of the year. I'm just not ready yet. I'm still trying to enjoy the summertime, even though it's almost over, which is totally insane to me. We're going into the fall season very soon. I'm sure some of you are very, very excited about that, but I decided to skip on details for this look. I didn't add gems or liner. I'm just loving how these looks are on their own, and I just wasn't feeling it today. You know, not every look has to have some extra stuff going on. This look is extra enough as well as the first one, but what I did off camera was I did go in with this Unearthly Cosmetics liquid lipstick. This is in Chilling. It's a kind of grayish beigey purple shade. It's a little muted, but it pairs very nicely with this look. I did also go in with the Telescopic Lift Mascara from L'Oreal and mixed it with the Milani Highly Rated Mascara. Gorgeous combo. I did also use this liner from Kaleidos. This is Night of Creation. This one is one of those shifty like multi-chrome liners. This goes from blue to purple. I just really wanted to enhance more of the purple on the lower lash line, make it pop some more. And then I did use the LA Girl Jet Setter liquid liner to create a wing, and I tightlined with the Tristique pencil, and that is all I did to complete this absolutely smoky dream of a look. I'm very, very happy with how this turned out. So I am now ready to give you guys my like final first impressions on this palette. I think this is a absolutely stunning palette and I am so happy to have it. I think Gourmande Girls and Doodles by the Bunny did another amazing job with this palette. Like the quality is very consistent to all the other palettes that I've tried, like the Spook palette that they did before together. The one that Gourmande Girls did with Syria Soto, the Wars Wear Pink palette, was also very consistent to this palette. I feel like the mattes in here are on the buildable end, but they pack a punch. You can get them to blend beautifully. You can get it to layer up. I have no issues with the mattes. I also think the metallics are beautiful in here. I love that you have different formulas to work with. You have some that are a little bit more like flaky and foiled, like these two right here, as well as this beautiful bright yellow that has a gorgeous like limey greenish shift. They're just so sparkly. But then you have these two shades right here that are kind of in the middle. They're not as like textured, but they are still smooth and sparkly on the lids. And then you have these very like smooth ones that are almost satiny that make gorgeous inner corner highlights. They both have beautiful shifts. This one's like more lavendery blue, and this one has a beautiful pink shift. So I love everything that you have to work with in here. It's very fall, it's very Halloween and like smoky, and I just love it so much. So this is gonna be perfect for the season that we are going into. You have depth, you have midtones, you have lightning shades, so you have everything to work with. And I just love this color story with the pops of greens and the purples and these fun yellows. This just makes me so happy. So congratulations to Doodles by the Bunny. You created a gorgeous color story and theme and palette, and as well as congratulations to Gourmande Girls. You guys have been killing it with all your palettes, and I think you're just doing an amazing job. So I'm happy to own another palette from Gourmande Girls. But that was my thoughts on this palette and the two looks that I was able to create. Hopefully this video was helpful in letting you know whether this is something you want to purchase or pass, or give you some look inspirations if you already picked up this palette. But you guys will have to let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Did you purchase? Did you pass? Like, what are your thoughts? I would love to hear from all of y'all. And if you're new here and you enjoyed this video, you like a lot of fun, colorful makeup content, you like a lot on indie makeup and all that fun stuff, then please hit that subscribe button and join this little family. I'd love to have you here. Also, don't forget to check out the description below. I will have the palette linked. I'll have a discount code below. I think Doodles by the Bunny has a discount code, so you can save some money on this palette. And I will also link other Gourmande Girl cosmetics reviews that I've done if you're curious about their other products. And I will have my makeup link, like what's on my face, foundation, and all of that in case you're curious, as well as my contact and my social media platforms. I'm also on Instagram as Brici Lifestyle and Brici_Beauty. So if you want to join my Instagram fam, I would really, really love that. But guys, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video, for being here, supporting me, being amazing. I just hope all of you are doing well wherever you're in the world, and I'm just sending you guys so much light and love. But until next time, bye guys.